He
Yeah.
seems to be doing so much all the time. Where does he find the time to do all that? You guys have him locked in the basement?
That's why he's not here right now. I thought he would come here, but I couldn't come.
He's really busy, and you forget, he's also, you know, one of our executives. So the guy, yeah, he doesn't sleep. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Going back to death, but in a fun way. Which
Okay.
were some of because they killed off a lot of big characters, and just like there was a ton of deaths. And which were some of the more fun ones you had planned, and just had fun like executing, thinking, oh, people are going to love or people are going to hate this.
That's right. In Flashpoint?
Yeah, in Flashpoint.
And
All the
which-
committees, like you got Wally, Alfred, and Hal.
Actually, Andy has, like, I think, an amazing. You killed someone in the last issue that I thought was just pretty cool. It's a nice take on the Wizard of Oz. Let's put it that way.
I got to kill, well, I got to kill a couple people. Not only the last one. That one worked out well.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
I don't know if you've gotten there yet.
Have you gotten that page?
He finished it.
Oh, he finished it, okay. And in the issue before was, and this was, actually Jeff called me before I actually drew this page, was the Billy Baxter one. And, you know, he said, let's be very discreet with it, and don't make it gory, and I totally understood, and we were very careful with it.
For that. And Brian, I mean, look at who you were kind of dealing with.
Yeah. What do you want me to say? She had to die. I mean, that's the whole point of that story. Well, actually, the point of the story was Thomas asking her if it was okay to make sure everybody else in the whole world died, which is essentially what he's doing. Smoke a doobie, think about it.
James, who did you kill?
I killed Mr. Terrific, Rising Sun, and Marshmallow.
All fun.
It was fun. It was fun. Oh, and Black Adam and ISIS. It was fun coming up with the way to defeat Black Adam, actually. You know, and just the fact that he's spent all his money to create this, you know, artificial version of Shazam that took the guy back. I had fun doing that. And the artist, who was, I don't think, I'd never encountered a guy before, but he did a great job in the art as well.
Yeah. All right, so how is it?
It's good.
Just good? Really?
Sorry, great. Oh my goodness. It's probably the best comic I've read all day. I really like the coda between Bruce and Barry. I thought.
Okay, no spoilers, but in general, did you like that spread?
Sorry?
Did you like that spread?
Which, sorry, not this one. You mean this one here? Just a second. This one?
Yeah.
Really. Yes, I did. I thought it was very clear. You know, kind of give me a couple of pointers here and there, you know. But no, it was. This is very clear, and I think it works well.
Okay.
Like I don't think it's cheap.
Okay, cool.
Like, you know, we're
Right, and it all counts, and at the end of it, it's
yes, it makes sense. But I love this. Bruce and Barry.
yeah, which is cool, because at the end of it is a story about Bruce Wayne and Barry Allen.
And
And the connection, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, in the back. I've read up to Flashpoint number 5, like all the miniseries and everything, and I still don't feel like it really means anything. Really? It's still kind of, like, they're interesting stories, but I want to know if it's going to mean anything, like in terms of transitioning. And also,
Yeah, it is. I mean, did it mean, where are you? Where'd you go? Where'd that guy go? Did it wind up meaning anything after you?
Oh, sorry, my son was asking me something.
Did it mean something at the end of it? Does it all count?
Yes,
like,
yes, it does.
Does it offer finality to, like, the DCU up to this point?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's not. I would, if it were not good, I would say, oh, guys, you know, but I think it did a fine job. You know, I like the 12, like I'm Crisis on Infinite Earths guy, you know, like I like the 12 issue, you know, no extra miniseries things. I thought this overall, like all the miniseries and this, I thought were a great package. Like I thought they really worked well. And now having read 5, I think there's no, I don't think there's anything cheap done. Like, you know, like there's no cheap plot devices or anything like that. Other than who that person is at the top of the page.
Oh, you'll see, that's our next big thing.
And that's what I figured as much, right? Because there's a conspiracy in the DCU as we find out in Black Hawk #2.
Something like that. And is that your son? So is your son psyched to?
Well,
He read, oh, sorry.
I read Flash right today. I haven't got to read Flashpoint Flash yet, but I'm really excited to.
Okay, cool.
He
And then you
asks
got,
me every week, oh, is Flash new Flash out yet? New Flash out yet?
so that's very cool. And we got 52 comics that are aimed kind of to you, everybody else, honestly. So, but yeah, one of them's Flash. And for participating in all this, can you come up? I want to give, we have these special black chip Wayne Casino things that you might have heard about.
Yeah.
So maybe this will up the level of your questions, because if it's really good, you get one of these. All right, questions? All right, way in the back.
When you decided to do Flashpoint as a 5-issue miniseries and have clearly the Reverse Flash behind it all, what was the editorial decision to not have him appear until, I'm guessing, 5, having not read it? He's not really in the first 4 until like the last page.
Actually, he is. If you look really closely, go look back at the issues, you'll see that he makes an appearance and talks to Barry's mother.
Yeah, he's the blur, he's that little blur thing in the corner. He says, hi, Mrs. Alice, what?
But I mean, it's still, like, as the major villain of it, he's not present for most of it.
Yeah, but he's the machinations are all his. So.
He's not the major villain. Can I say, is that a spoiler?
I've read the first 2 Project Supermans and the 4 Flashpoints, and it seems like you almost tried hard to make Superman a non-hero in this whole series. Was there any real motivation in keeping him not a participant in this?
They give us a different character than usual. Because again, if you take out, the whole thing was like, it's a human element ultimately that's changing and has made them the heroes they are, which leads us into where we're going next and how human these characters really are. And once you take that out, you see how different he is. It kind of gave us a kind of Tarzan Superman. And that was, you know, again, very important, you know, how we position all our heroes.
Actually, just a question for you, because time travel, a lot of people, everyone's been asked about it, so good count. Time travel, it's kind of, were you guys inspired by the new Star Trek movie that came out? Because the way they explained that was the fact that it was time travel, but that was the reason why every day could look fresh, look contemporary, and look the way it does. Was any of that unconsciously going into your editorial and writing process for the whole Flash? Because time has been screwed up thanks to the Flash, and try to put it right, even though you try to put it right, you know, it's not going to quite count because everything's so slightly different and hence why it's read it. Is that any thoughts toward us?
And do we like Star Trek? I don't know. It's funny that's the comparison I made to it, but it actually evolved that way, but it wasn't a conscious decision.
Like, you know, like, it was like kind of one of them, oh, that's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more that.
Okay.
But yeah, we do like Star Trek.